Hello, everyone. Image in nursing is a concept that refers to how nurses and others perceive the nursing profession and its impact on the quality of care. I chose this concept because I think it is relevant and interesting for both nurses and patients. Image in nursing is influenced by various factors such as personal characteristics, work environment, and cultural values. It affects various aspects of nursing practice, advocacy, staff retention, and quality of care. A positive image of nursing can enhance nurses' self-esteem and confidence, as well as motivation and satisfaction, which could lead to an overall performance increase. A negative image of nursing can undermine our job and lead to a shortening of effectiveness. Therefore, I believe it is important to improve the image of nursing among the general public view and the view of those who are not familiar with the profession. The article is about the perception of the image of nursing profession and its relation with the quality of care. It was published in BMC Nursing in 2022 by Karen Grinberg and Yael Sella. The authors conducted a cross-sectional study among 122 male and female nurses in Israel and found that there was a positive correlation between the self-image of nursing and the quality of care they provided. They also found that there was no difference between men and women in their nursing image or the quality of care. The authors concluded that improving the nursing profession's prestige and social position could lead to better quality of care. The article is based on literature review, a questionnaire, and statistical analysis. The questionnaire consisted of three parts: demographic details, nursing image, and quality of care. The data was analyzed with SPSS using Pearson correlation coefficients and t-tests for independent samples. The results showed that the mean score of nursing image was relatively high, M3.81, and the mean score of quality of care was slightly lower, but also relatively high, 3.55. The results also showed that there was no significant differences between men and women on nursing image and quality of care scales. The authors discussed the implications of their findings for nursing management, education, and practice. They also acknowledged some limitations of their study, such as small sample size, the convenient sampling method, and the cross-sectional design. Some of the questions that came up with for my upcoming interviews are: how do you perceive the image of nursing profession? And how does the perception influence the quality of care that you provide? Do you believe there's a connection between nurses' self-image and quality of care they provide? Can you provide examples from your own experience? What steps do you think could be taken to improve the image of nursing, and how do you think this would impact the quality of care? Some of the themes I found in the interviews that I conducted were the image of nursing and the financial side of the profession, the image of nursing in conservative aspects such as compassion and duty, the image of nursing and the negative aspects of the profession such as burnout and exhaustion. The first nurse that I interviewed was a male nurse, 23 years of age, who just graduated from nursing school. A quote that summarizes his interview is: "Confidence is contagious, my friend. When they trust me, they're more likely to follow my advice, take their meds, and diversify their health portfolio." The second nurse that I interviewed was an older nurse who was in the profession for more than 40 years and was nearing retirement. Some of the quotes for her interview were: "When I first donned my starched white uniform, we were seen as angels of mercy, selfless caring for the sick and the wounded." Also, she said, "Compassion, a nurse who sees themselves as part of the healing process, someone who truly cares, will go that extra mile." The third nurse that I interviewed was rather pessimistic and seemed to be pretty burned out, and based on her responses, some of the quotes from her were: "Where you're constantly undervalued, it's hard to maintain the fire, the passion that initially drove me into that profession. You start questioning your abilities, your worth, and that doubt creeps into your own work." Based on the research article and on the studies that we've done, the interviews that I've taken, my own definition of nursing is that it's a profession that provides holistic care to individuals, families, and communities in various settings and situations. Nursing involves the integration of scientific knowledge, clinical skills, ethical principles, and humanistic values. Nursing aims to promote health, prevent illness, restore wellness, and alleviate suffering. Nursing also involves education, advocacy, leadership, and collaboration with other healthcare professionals and stakeholders. Nursing is both an art and a science that requires compassion, critical thinking, creativity, and finally, commitment. In practice, nursing image can be used to enhance the trust and confidence of patients and their families in the quality of care that we provide. By presenting a professional and competent image, nurses can help boost a positive relationship with their patients and help improve the overall outcomes. Nursing image can also be used to attract and retain more people to join the profession, especially those who are underrepresented, such as men and minorities. By promoting a positive image in nursing that includes diversity, nurses can challenge the stereotypes and misconceptions that may deter potential candidates from entering the profession. Nursing image can be used to advance the profession. Development and innovation can also be used in that regard. It is also widely recognized by other healthcare professionals that nurses are valuable team members. By demonstrating that and demonstrating a positive image and even an intellectual image of nursing, nurses can increase their recognition and influence in the healthcare system. Some of the insights that I gained was that I realized that the image of nursing is a complex and multifaceted concept that reflects how nurses perceive themselves and their profession, as well as how they are perceived by others. I also realized that the image of nursing has the implications for various aspects of nursing practice, including staff retention, types of leadership, effectiveness of advocacy, and ultimately the quality of care. I learned that the image of nursing is not constant, but rather dynamic and subjective to experience. It depends on the changing perspective of the general public. I was surprised to learn that the image of nursing can be positive or negative, and it can affect and be affected by the quality of care that nurses provide to their patients. Finally, the image of nursing can be improved by various strategies such as recognition, appreciation, staffing ratios, professional development, mentorship programs, advocacy, education, media representation, and leadership support. Thank you for listening to this presentation on the concept of image in nursing. I hope you have learned something new and interesting this as I have. I find it extremely interesting on how perspective affects the quality of care that we provide to our patients. I hope you have gained some insight into the topic and hope that we can all strive to improve the image of nurses across all fields.